had a bunch of past lives that were being flipped through.
Mm-hmm. So
It
you
seems like I was going to land on a green
uh,
spot on the earth.
uh-huh.
Let me just be quiet and tune in to see what I see.
Mm-hmm. So just allow some time for different scenes to move through till you actually land in one particular scene. And sometimes people see different things, at the same time, but it's all right. Just take some time till your subconscious mind picks the most
I'm
appropriate.
seeing like rowing in a boat.
You're on a boat, all right.
It feels like a boat with another person, a
Uh-huh.
male, and I'm a female.
Uh-huh.
And it feels like it's kind of like Washington era of 2000 or 1700s
1700s, okay.
night.
I want you to look at your feet, start looking at your feet, so you can get really grounded in this body,
Okay.
female body, like make yourself very comfortable in that body, and scan this body and tell me everything you notice about this body. How old does it approximately feel?
25.
Mhm.
Feels like I have blonde, curly hair.
Mhm.
Feel like a beautiful young woman.
Mhm.
A long dress.
Uh-huh. Long dress, all right. Does the body feel healthy or kind of not that healthy and maybe tired? How
I
does
feel healthy.
it feel
Like
healthy?
I have pink cheeks and blonde hair and healthy.
Uh-huh. Right.
Maybe if you're just quiet for a little bit, I can tune in
Mhm.
more.
All right. Look around you and describe what you see around you.
I feel like I see canals, water.
Hmm.
This is a rowboat or maybe a pole boat.
Hmm. How big is this boat?
It's maybe 12 feet long,
Okay.
a wooden boat.
Uh-huh. All right. Who is rowing?
There's a male who seems to be around my age.
Uh-huh. Tell me about this man. Can you see him, his face? Can you see him vividly or not?
He is wearing a hat, either like Napoleon's hat or a tri-cornered hat.
Right. What is your emotion in this scene? What are you feeling?
It feels at like night, and I feel like there's a candle at the front
Hmm.
or going towards the light. Um,
All right. I want you to do something which might sound a little bit strange.
okay, what?
I want you to leave the scene, but stay in that lifetime. Stay in the lifetime of this woman. And we're going all the way back into your childhood in that life.
Okay,
Age like 5, 6 years old. A pleasant childhood scene involving your family. I will count to three and you find yourself in your childhood home with your childhood family. One, two, three. All the way to the childhood. in that life? Tell me the very first thing that you see.
Feel like I'm on the floor and I have a lot of brothers and sisters,
Uh-huh.
two that are younger than me, and it's a rag, like a rag rug.
Uh-huh.
Um, it feels like we're not poor, but we're almost middle class,
Middle class. All right.
almost middle class, not quite. And it's clean.
Oh, everybody's clean. Okay.
It feels like a good environment with my brothers and sisters. It feels like the boy on the boat was my brother.
Uh-huh. So now you recognize that that boy was your brother. Okay. All right. Have a look at your mom and dad. Do you see them in this scene or no?
I see my mom with like a bonnet, and she looks kind of serious, dark face because she's tired from all the children.
Oh, she's tired from all the children. Okay. All right. How old are you in this scene? How old do you feel?
I'm 4 or 5 years old.
All right. Can you read and write, or you're too young for that?
No.
You can. All right. Let's go a little bit ahead in time when you're older. When you're older, you already know how to read and write. You know quite a bit of geography. So you got a little bit of knowledge. Maybe when you're like 8 or 9 years old, something around that. Let's go to a family dinner. The pleasant family scene, maybe a celebration or a dinner, something like that. One, two, three. Pleasant scene when you're older.
It feels like first I was seeing like pewter dishes and then meat, and it feels like it's Christmas.
Christmas, okay.
And there's a baby brother who's blonde.
Uh-huh.
It feels like there's a lot of family, but they're being quiet, and there's some seriousness here too.
Uh-huh.
Um, like maybe a religious family.
It's a religious family, so you're celebrating Christmas and you're serious about it. Okay. So, in this scene, do you see your father?
Yeah, I see a father. He's kind of an absent father, but he's there. Feels like a bearded man.
There is a bearded man. So, since you're older now, tell me, do you know what your father does for living?
Something to do with coal,
With coal?
coal, like delivering coal or selling coal or
Uh-huh.
shoveling coal.
Uh-huh. Is he a like coal miner, or he's more like an engineer or salesperson? Is he like blue collar or white collar?
It feels like he delivers it to people, their
Uh-huh.
houses.
Okay, he's delivering it to people in their houses. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. What does he use to deliver the coal? What kind of transportation does he have?
it looks like a buggy with horses.
Horses and buggy. Right. All right. So is your family well to do financially?
No, they're just kind of scraping by.
Or just scraping by? All right. Not all that good. All right. Tell me, since now you can read and write, and you're like a bigger girl now, do you know what country do you live in? The first thing which comes to mind.
United States.
United States. Do you know which state? Or at least which part of the United States?
Virginia is what comes to mind.
Virginia comes to mind. Are you near the water or more like inland? Do you ever go on the coast and like swim, or you don't have any kind of access
I
to?
think it's inland.
It's inland, all right. Do you know the name of your town or village or city? If you don't, it's okay. Anything?
Uh, the name that comes to mind is Chicopee.
Chicopee. All right, we're gonna check it out later. All right, Chicopee. Sounds like an Indian name. All right. So I want you to listen to your parents and tell me, how do they call you when they address you? The first thing which comes to mind.
Patty.
Patty. All right. Okay, Patty. I'm gonna call you Patty now, so we know we're talking to you. Okay. So Patty, how old are you in this scene?
17.
Oh, you're 17, so you're already a teenager. All right. So
They want me to get married.
you're ready to get married. Let's look a little bit back at your education and tell me, what kind of education did you get in your, between your child?
I'm seeing my mom teach me on a slate at home. We had books in the house.
Uh-huh.
My father would read the Bible.
Uh-huh.
It feels like I do a lot of domestic work around the house.
Uh-huh. What kind of
I help
skill
my mother.
was
I'm
like?
one of the elder children.
Uh-huh. So you take care of other children too, because you're all
Yeah,
kind of like babysitter. All right. What things do you know how to do?
it feels like I just want to be outside in the wider world, and I don't like really being with everyone in the family.
All right. So you want to be outside.
And I have an imagination and want to like fly away with the birds, that kind of thing.
All right. And what do your parents think about your desire to explore the bigger world? Do mom and dad?
They're always chastising me to gather wood or bring water or help around and be, work,
Work, work.
um, be, be grounded, but they don't use those words.
Mhm.
Be responsible.
All right. So let's go ahead in time, Betty. Let's go to an important event in your life. When something important is happening. One, two, three. Go there.
I can totally see what clothes I'm wearing, and it feels like a community event,
It's some
like
kind.
something social. And I'm a woman in my 20s, and
Well, tell me about this event. Let's look around. Let's have a look.
I see people are drinking beer out of mugs. There's food. It's like a food, music kind of event, and I'm working there, and I'm just more modestly, because
Uh-huh.
because I'm a married woman.
Oh, you already got married. You feel like you're a married woman now?
It feels like I'm a married woman, yeah.
All right, let's go back in time. Let's go to your wedding day. Let's have a look at your wedding. One, two, three, your wedding day. Tell me about your wedding.
I'm wearing a white bonnet and white, and I look very beautiful with the curly blonde hair. And I'm marrying a man I don't really know well,
Uh-huh.
named Emmett.
Okay. I want you to do something a little strange. I want you to look in his eyes and kind of like screen away how he looks. Just connect with his energy and make it note if you recognize his energy from the life of a river. Is it anybody you know in the life of a river? If no, it's okay.
He doesn't seem familiar.
Doesn't seem familiar, right? But tell me, like we're going back to Patty. Patty, Do you love this man? Are you marrying
I
him?
don't know yet.
Uh-huh. How did you meet him?
My parents told me I should marry him.
Or your parents chose him? All right. What is the reason your parents wanted you to marry him?
Oh, because I was old enough.
Because you're old enough. What about him? I mean, I guess there were many different boys available. Why did they choose him?
When I first saw him in, I saw him with like a top hat and like spectacles. He seemed sort of fancy, but then that got stripped away. I believe he's a farmer.
He's a farmer. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe he has money, and they
Mhm.
want me to marry for money.
Okay. Well, he has some money if he's a farmer. Something
Yeah,
more or less financially stable. Is he your age or much older?
he seems around my age. He seems fine.
Right. Is he good looking?
He's mostly average,
Average look?
slightly better than average looking. I feel kind of scared because I don't know him.
Do you feel a little
I'm getting married, but I also like all the attention from the wedding.
Was it a big wedding? How many people did you have at your wedding?
It's small, like a country wedding.
Oh, a small country wedding. All right. So let's go a little bit ahead in time and let's have a look at your married life. Let's see how your married life shaped.
Feels like I'm working hard to
You're working hard to.
keep the house clean and please my husband.
Did you start liking your husband more after you lived with him for a while?
Did I stop liking him?
Did you start liking him more than at your wedding because you didn't really know him? So now you know him a little better. What do you think of him?
I feel kind of neutral, like he doesn't really know me or understand me.
He
And
doesn't.
I feel lonely and miss my family.
Uh-huh. How far do you live from your family?
It looks like most of it's like an 8 hour horse ride.
Oh, so it's pretty far. Do you ever go to visit your family?
I haven't yet.
You haven't yet. Okay, so it's pretty far away. All right, let's go ahead in time, Patty. Let's go to an important event in your life.
Um, I think I'm a midwife in this story.
You
Um,
became a midwife. So let's go ahead in time and let's see. Let's look at the chain of events which led to you becoming a midwife. How did you become a midwife? Let's look at that. How did you learn to do that? Who introduced you to this? Let's go to the day when you became a midwife.
I was starting to help with births when I was 17 before I got married.
Uh-huh. So you already
There's
saw children being born before, right?
and there was sort of a round woman who was my teacher, who was a midwife,
Uh-huh.
and I would go and clean and help with the child care.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess I was quiet,
Uh-huh.
and I started learning more and being more interested.
Uh-huh.
But it kind of just happened. It wasn't like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I need to become a midwife. It just kind of happened.
Uh-huh. All right. So, tell me, when did you learn to become a midwife? Was it before you got married or after you got married? So you mentioned you already have been present at the birth when you were 17.
Yeah.
So when did you
I
actually?
was starting to learn to become a midwife before I got married, but I became a midwife after I got married,
I see.
but before I had any children.
Okay, before you had children yourself. Okay.
Yeah, and this midwife taught me how to avoid having children.
Oh, she taught you how to avoid having children? Okay. Are you
Birth
trying to
control.
avoid having children right now or no?
Do I have any children? Well, it's hard to know which now I'm in. So,
All right. So let's go ahead in time and let's see yourself doing your job as a midwife.
I actually went ahead to where I had my first child, and she was a blonde little girl that I loved very much.
Mhm. Was anybody present when you were giving birth yourself or no? Or you did it all by yourself?
Yes, they were present. They were present. My husband wasn't present, but
Oh,
midwife was. It looks like it was a painful birth, but I had this wonderful baby that I love dearly,
mhm,
more than anyone.
mhm.
She reminds me of my sister, Heather.
Oh, you know that the baby is your sister in this life?
Yes.
Okay, so you recognize her from this life, all right. So let's go ahead in time. Let's see how many children you have altogether.
I see a little boy named Liam who has striped pants, stripes going the long way. He's kind of a clown. I see Aurora,
Uh-huh,
little girl.
uh-huh. All right, all right. So now I'm asking you to do something a little strange. I want you to leave the body of Patty right now and have a look at the whole life of Patty in general. Like
Okay.
looking at it from the bird's eye view, and you can see her whole life laid in front of you. And just answer the questions. You don't need to go into the physical body, just you will just get information. So tell me, how long did Patty live?
32 years.
How longer?
32.
32. What did she die from?
She died from childbirth.
She died in a childbirth. Okay. So let's go before she's 32 years old. Let's go before that. And let's look at the most important achievement in this life. So we're looking at this life for inspiration. So let's look at the day when she did something really inspiring, really unusual, something we would really like to learn from.
She thinks that having birthed her youngest child, her first child, was the most important thing.
The first child was given birth to her first child. All
Yeah.
right. So let's stay like we'll look at it from the outside and let's ask your inner wisdom. What is inspirational in this scene for River? What she can use for herself in the life of River from this scene?
Well, I'm appreciating that my sister let me come to her birth,
Uh-huh.
and there are times I was mean to her when she was a child, and but I also took care of her, and I feel this motherly energy towards her that's very powerful.
Uh-huh.
So it has to do with my relationship with my sister and how much I loved her in that lifetime as Patty.
All right. Tell me, since we wanted to see a past life which have direct relations to her skills and abilities as a healer, is there anything in the life of Patty you would like to carry over into the life of River? Any skill or ability or attitude you would like to acquire from that life?
Well, it seems like Patty did not have a lot of equipment or training. She just made do with what she had and she did okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like conviction. So I guess it's showing me that to have that conviction
Mm-hmm.
that I can do it, which can help me with DQH or whatever else, Thai massage, um, without continuing
Mm-hmm.
training.
All right. So let's find a scene in that life when she's really using this conviction, and she's using all kinds of like available equipment, whatever available knowledge she has, and she basically uses a lot of her faith and conviction. Let's find a scene like that when she's really using it.
I'm seeing her, she's saying a prayer with her heart,
Uh-huh.
but at the time she's really present with the woman who's giving her and really like telling her what she needs her to do and really being kind of forceful
All right.
in this situation.
All right. So let's see the scene very, very vividly, very clearly. And I want you now to be in two places at once. I want you to be in the body of Patty. A part of your energy is in the body of Patty, and a part of your energy is in the body of River, laying on the couch, doing the session.
Yeah.
Good. And now, when you're in two places at once, I want you to build a beautiful golden net between River and Patty. The net separating their energies, and we will use the golden net to only allow to bring positive, useful experiences, emotions, knowledge, conviction from the life of Patty into the life of River. So I want you to see very clearly this golden net or golden mesh between you. And I want you to start breathing in the image of Patty into the body of River through this golden mesh. And I want you to bring in this ability, to work with whatever knowledge or whatever instruments you have available, the ability to connect with God, to have faith in your heart, everything you want to bring from that life of Patty into the life of River, just breathe it in through the golden mesh. And tell me when this transfer is done.
Done, but it feels so good. I don't want it to stop.
Mm-hmm. You don't know when to stop?
No, I don't want it to stop because it feels good.
It continue doing it, but just make sure it goes through the net. So anything which you don't want to bring gets screened out. Continue doing it. This is the innate ability we all have. We can connect with our past lives and we can bring their ability and skills and knowledge and convictions into this life.
I also got the skills of being clean and organized.
She's also clean and organized, all right? Is it something you would like to have in this life? Be more
Yes.
organized and more neat, okay. You never know what is useful. Sometimes you might discover in the future that you brought something from that life which is also very helpful, but you don't know about it yet.
Uh-huh.
Just allow your subconscious mind and your higher self and guides to just guide you through this process. They know what they're doing.
There's also youth and beauty, and there's good at nurturing because she has all these children.
Wonderful. Wonderful. As you're doing it, you might discover some very new aspects. When you're breathing in this energy of Pari, where in your body are you bringing in this energy? Where does it
Feels like my chest,
mostly in your chest? Okay.
and it feels like it's complete.
Mhm. Is it still going, the transfer?
It's done.
It's done. All right. So now, as it's done, I want you to separate from the rest of it. So whatever we didn't carry over, you literally can see like the energy being cut in between. So whatever we didn't bring, we didn't want it, let's separate from anything else. It's like cut the connection. You brought in whatever,
Okay.
cut the connection. And what I want you to do now, I want you to go back into the bird's eye view of life of Patty, and let's go to the last day of her life. I don't want you to enter the body, but just watch her how she died, and you can connect with her spirit when she died, when the spirit left the body. And I'm asking you to take the spirit into a healing temple. Just feel yourself going up and up and up and go in a beautiful higher dimensional place of healing. And tell me when you find a place like that.
It feels like a crystalline castle.
Mm-hmm. I just want you to connect with the healing energy, higher dimensional healing energy.
I'm hearing angelic voices that are toning kind of like, oh.
Wonderful. You hear the angels toning. So I'm asking the angels to heal Patty, to cleanse her from any carryovers from dying in a childbirth. Tell me what the angels are doing.
I'm seeing like her being held in the arms of God.
Mhm.
Your heart is healing from the sadness of leaving her family and her new baby
Mhm.
to be.
Just I want you to stay with the healing process when the angels are healing Patty and clear all this trauma of dying in a childbirth or any other negative, memories, all this hard work and boredom, whatever else needs to be cleansed from this spirit.
Well, it feels really good,
Oh, it
and
feels
it feels like they're washing off the blood, even though it doesn't make sense, but because she
just
died of hemorrhaging.
fantastic. So we want our past life personalities to be cleansed and healed, especially if it was untimely death, she died young. So we definitely want to cleanse it. And tell me when it's done.
Feels like it's done now.
Wonderful. Are angels still there? Do you still feel connection with the angels?
I feel them there, but they're not as close.
Not as strong. So let's ask for an angel or a healing guide who will be assisting River in her healing work with other people, with her massage clients, PQH clients. Let's look for an angel or a spirit guide who will be assisting you, who is already assisting you in your healing work. And tell me if you see anybody.
Well, I see these Andara priestesses.
Priestesses.
They're like the Andara crystal priestesses, and they're all pink. And
Uh-huh.
they've shown up before when I've done healing, sort of in my third eye.
Uh-huh.
Now they look kind of pink and purple. I see their outlines.
Wonderful. We are asking the priestesses to attune and expand and upgrade River's healing abilities. And what
Okay,
they're doing. You might want to put your hands palms up in case they will do some
okay.
attunement to receive the energy and describe what are they doing.
They're working on my hands.
Working on your hands, yeah. Okay. Can we ask them?
What?
Well, let's ask the priestesses after they do this attunement what kind of skills you will get.
I'm seeing myself. I'm feeling my heart, and it's going down to my hands,
Uh-huh.
the energy. And I'm seeing myself place my hands on somebody's heart,
Uh-huh.
like my hands are together, and send energy into somebody's heart.
Mhm. Wonderful.
Heart expansion, they're calling it.
You feel your heart expanding, all right.
It feels like that's what my hands do, heart expansion.
Uh-huh. Or you will be doing it with other people, right? You can put your hands on their hearts.
Yes.
Uh-huh. I want you to see this process very clearly.
Well, now I have my hands on my own heart, so
Right now, your hands on your own heart, okay. And what do you feel?
lots of energy in my heart, and it's kind of looping around my arm. So
Okay.
it's kind of a feedback loop,
Mhm.
but it comes in through my crown.
Mhm.
And now I feel it in my high heart, and like it's kind of making me laugh inside.
Mhm.
A feeling of lightness.
Mhm. I'm feeling no lightness, all right.
Ah. And that when I do it, I will feel my own heart expand and that kind of lightness and laughter feeling.
Mhm.
And the people I work on probably it will as well. I'm seeing how it opens up the back of the heart chakra.
The back of the heart chakra, okay. Okay.
I'm seeing how the seals, like the seals of the heart of the chakras, are coming off
Mhm.
just through placing my hands on their heart.
Okay.
And I may be called to place my hands on other chakras, but just holding my one hand above,
Mhm.
while my other hand is on my heart.
Very good. Let's ask those priestesses if they want to give you any advice or guidance on your healing career. Is there any
They're
information?
telling me to lie down and come to them for healing,
Uh-huh.
to trust in my abilities.
To trust in your abilities. All right. I'm asking the priestesses to show you the portal she should go through to go to them.
Okay.
How can she go to them very easily? Is there any sign or portal or color or mantra to help her to go to them every time she wants?
I'm seeing myself inwardly call for the Andara priestesses of light. And then I'm seeing I place my left hand on my
Mhm.
chest and my right hand I extend outward
Uh-huh.
and then ask them to work through me for the highest good.
All right.
That I could actually see myself doing psychic surgery, but it will just happen spontaneously.
Wonderful. Where do they exist? Are they in the other universe? Are they in different dimension? Where are they actually located?
The fifth dimension,
Which dimension?
the fifth dimension, five.
Uh-huh, in fifth dimension. Okay. All right, but are they in the Earth sphere or they're like someplace else?
They're in the same space as me, but
Uh-huh.
when I call them, but I can't see them because
Okay.
they're in this other dimension, which is like I can't really, my vibration isn't at the rate where I can see them. So often, when I get into a trance state during a massage or something,
Mhm.
um, that's when I could see them. And they're asking me to bring my Andar crystal to all my sessions because that will anchor their presence in. And
Wonderful.
the codes are in the my Andara crystal.
Wonderful.
So it's helpful for them people to hold that crystal or um, have it placed on their heart or have it nearby. Maybe I will hold the crystal in a BQH session.
Can you see them clearly now? Can you see how they look like right now?
I sense their presence now,
You sense their presence. Okay.
and I feel that heart expansion energy. And they say that the heart expansion feeling, especially after I like intend for them to be there on my chest, and I feel that shows that they are there.
All right. Wonderful. Is there any other advice or guidance the priestesses want to give River today?
They asked me to clear my energy field. I
Mm-hmm.
asked my team to do that often.
Does she know how to do it? Or they want to give you any advice on that?
They also say that asking my clients to do the same, to ask their higher self to do it, just commanding it so in a nice way.
All right. Right. Wonderful.
They're with me all the time.
Uh-huh.
Um, they can come in dream time if I wish, just to work with them and connect with them and build a relationship.
Okay. Very good. Anything else they want to tell you?
They're showing me the importance of taking baths.
Taking baths?
Yeah, how water is very clearing and healing.
Are you supposed to put anything in this bath or just warm water? Hot water?
The Andara crystal I might put in there. I'm seeing pink light is coming in, so just invite them to take the bath, and it will help restore my energy from doing healing work.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Anything else?
They asked me to turn on my inner light with my heart
Mm-hmm.
intentionally.
Wonderful.
And when I'm in conversations or um, like from my heart to turn that light on and it spreads through my body. When I want my higher self to be there, I want to be full of light. They're asking me to just turn on my light. And me and my higher self are one. Just assume that that is true. You don't have to work for it. Just assume it's true and think it, and it is so. And that what I say is the words I say are creating reality. So be very careful, but know you can command or create.
I also want to ask them, is there any kind of past lives or between lives connection between you and them? Why are these priestesses assisting you? Did you ever have any past lives together? Or maybe you're with them between lives? Ask them.
It feels like they are my soul essence and my soul family essence that is helping me.
Your soul family, okay? Very good. All right. So I am asking the soul family to continue helping River and assisting her in her healing work and also heal her all the time and make sure her energy is cleansed. And I'm asking the personality of River to come into this physical body, replacing all the other parts we were talking to. And in a minute, I'm going to count to 10. And on the count of 10, you will be fully awake.